Well, welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here to some absolute madness on Fan Fridays. I mean, look at this team. It's going to do great. So we have Mimikyu, which is apparently a Timid Mimikyu, Ditto, as well as the Charjabug and a Miss Mages. I have no idea how this works in doubles, but also the fun thing about it is that it is VGC legal, so let's see what it can do. Timid Mimikyu, is it Psych Up on like a nasty plot somewhere? Charjabug is also going to be able to give it some extra damage. I don't know. No one's ready for this kind of stuff. Doesn't Mimikyu get Calm Mind? Maybe? Who knows? But yeah, that's kind of standard for Pokemon right now. Just the opponent going for those full shiny teams. It's just great how almost everyone has it, even though it defies all odds. So that's going to be the Intimidate. Hey, at least the Intimidate isn't going to bother us if we're going for those special attacks. Double Intimidate the opponent. It's actually kind of funny how ferocious he's going for this one, and it's just not going to work out. So we're going to see Charjabug with the Protect. Alright, I have no idea what this team is up to, but it just could be some craziness. Him on top will go for the Fake Out. Charjabug protects it. Miss Mages with that Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball, how much damage are we going to see onto Luxray? Solid hit with that battery boosting. And then Crunch on the Miss Mages will be insane damage and enough to one-hit KO. So the return was a lot stronger on that super effective hit. But I guess Charjabug just kind of weighed the odds as well. Like, oh, we have a Ghost-type Pokemon. And he wants to Fake Out, so there's only one target left. Luxray will go for Crunch onto the Mimikyu. Disguise will break, so Mimikyu gets some freeness right there. And, like, yeah, how's this going to happen? Mimikyu with the Dazzling Gleam. So Dazzling Gleam onto Luxray will be enough to take it out. Super effective hit. Oh, it was a critical hit on the Luxray. It is still stabbed, though. Even with split damage, Mimikyu might have had it, and it is Life Orb. So I'm saying it would have survived. And him on top is a bulky Pokemon, but does get the berry. And it will be a Confusion Berry. 50% healing as we see close combat on Charjabug. But Charjabug is too tanky. Too tanky indeed. Even if that was a neutral hit, it would have done nothing for a close combat. And Charjabug has Spark. I'm trying to remember what Spark does. Doesn't it have like a chance to flinch? I also want to like, where's the String Shot? Like String Shot is the awesomeness right there, that, you know, maybe Mimikyu goes for Protect, go for the string shot, get that speed down on the Crobat, then you turn around just like one shot or do the damage. So Crobat with the Brave Bird actually targeting the Charjabug. I was expecting like Cross Poison or something, trying to get the most down onto Mimikyu, but Charjabug too tanky. And there's the String Shot. Alright, there we go. That's why I love it, guys. Like, Charjabug, why is no one using this? This seems like the ultimate VGC Pokemon. It cuts both opponents' speed in half, while also just refusing to take damage. So that's going to be Protect on the Charjabug, just kind of mixing it up right there for the opponent. Mimikyu has Thunder. Right, because it's a Pikachu ghost thing. And it one-shots it. Okay, so we have Thunder, Shadow Ball, Protect, and then I'm guessing Dazzling Gleam. Or Dazzling Gleam, and I'm guessing Shadow Ball. So, solid coverage right there. I mean, that's going to be insane damage. If that one-shot Celesteela, pretty sure it does, we could be in a good situation right now. Because that battery, as long as Charjabug is alive, Mimikyu's going to be good. And the opponent forfeits to the Charjabug Mimikyu, guys. Also, Miss Mages has a good amount of speed. This is amazing. See, these are the teams that people don't think about that have been there all along. Like, this is VGC viable. I love Charjabug. I do feel it's one of the strongest Pokemon truths in the 7th generation. Just the amount of support in doubles and its insane defenses and bulkiness. Also, there's a Ditto sitting there. So, like, worst case scenario, you just need Ditto to do some things. Let's go into the next battle. Wow. Alright, Kins knows what's up now, leading Mimikyu Charjabug. And we're going to see how that works out. Oh, man, like, I see Miss Mages getting one shot. I see all kinds of fun stuff. This could get crazy. So maybe our Miss Mages, you know, ally side Miss Mages going to go for that Protect. Then we have Mimikyu just go straight Shadow Ball. KO. Or actually, no, it's not our side Miss Mages. That's going to be the follow-up Pokemon. Never mind. So yeah, we're going to see what Charjabug does to this. Maybe Mimikyu Protect, Charjabug String Shot again. Like, getting your speed cut in half is lethal. There's no way around it. It's just going to be over when that happens. So yeah, and the people might not expect it as well. Like, Charjabug, it's not going to get one shot. Miss Mages has Skill Swap, though. So now things are getting a little fancy over there. Okay, so ability's going to be swapped. I don't know who's going to be trying to, like, gain off of that one. Oh, wait, maybe Miss Mages for, like, the Volt Absorb into Discharge for, like, healing while damage? I don't know. But Jolteon has Roar. So, Roar onto the Mimikyu. And Shuckle comes in. That's gonna hurt the plans, but we still have that good speed drop right now. And Mismagius with the Will-O-Wisp. So that's targeting Charjabug. Only taking 1/16 at the end of every turn. That's not going to hurt Charjabug too much. And then we see Jolteon with the Discharge. So that's the Volt Absorb. All right. So the opponent's got a crazy little combo that he's going for right there. The split damage from Jolteon not really doing too much. Charjabug has that Bug Bite though. We don't see much damage out of that. Like it's like Spark, Bug Bite. There's some weirdness going on. But I mean, if you just need to put down the damage, you can. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And that was also the guard split. So now Charjabug's like invincible. My goodness. So then we're going to see what Shuckle gets to do after that. So Mismagius has the Hex. The Hex combo with that Volt Absorb. Trying to do a lot of damage. Not going to get much done. Substitute Jolteon as well. The opponent's going for some craziness. And Sub Jolteon, it does get some play. I wouldn't say it's common, but yeah, I've seen it in the past. You get a fast Pokemon using Sub against potential setup, and Jolteon's going to love everything about that. Now we get to see Mismagius with the Hex. So this is going to be the big double damage onto the Charjabug from the Mismagius, and it just doesn't really do much. So that's going to be Volt Absorb, offsetting damage from Poison as well as anything else that's going to happen. It would have been interesting to see Charjabug, instead of use Spark, go for the like Bug Bite and just heal half its hit points. Like, if you can steal a Citrus Berry, if you can steal a Confusion Berry with that Bug Bite, that is just way too OP. So Sub's going to take damage. Shuckle's going to hit that Infestation. Alright, so yeah, this isn't the best team for like doing damage and breaking through a Sub right now. Shuckle is more of that stall kind of Pokemon. Charjabug's just hanging in there though. And the opponents are speed reduced right now overall. So that's going to be Thunder Wave. Wow, this is a crazy Mismagius. Volt Absorb, Thunder Wave with the Will-O-Wisp, and then going for Hex damage. That's crazy. And then it's getting healed. I mean, the opponent's strat, as weird as it is actually finding success. I'm just waiting for something. Like, is the plan just let Shuckle go down? You know, you already swapped out the defenses for the Shuckle. It's going to take some damage. Maybe you eventually whittle through the substitute on, like, the turn that Shuckle dies or something. Maybe he just goes for the damage now. Shuckle's Infestation, though, will connect on Mismagius. So now Mismagius is taking a lot of damage at the end of every turn. That's going to be a 6th from the Infestation. Getting close to a quarter on that health from the poison as well. So Jolteon's not going to be able to out-heal that. And then damage on the Toxic will keep stacking. The burn for Charjabug, it's starting to add up. Like, you know, Charjabug just losing a quarter of its health for free isn't fun. That just happens over the long game, but there we go. Charjabug will protect Mismagius. Jolteon goes for the Discharge. That's also going to be protected. Volt Absorb. You know, I guess that's another thing. Like, you have to be throwing down that damage to try to get Mismagius healed up through all this craziness. So no substitute, but that means Shuckle's going to go down. Mimikyu finally gets a way back in. That's also like Sub-Roar Jolteon with the Discharge. So weird setup Jolteon for sure. Charjabug losing 10 hit points at the end of this turn. And now it's Mimikyu, guys. Alright, we got in a little bit of a rut there. But Mismagius is actually in like a pretty bad situation as well. So let's see what happens. Mismagius with the Will-O-Wisp. You think... Is this like hit points modest then, even with the String Shot? Because Mismagius outsped. And then Mimikyu has the Shadow Ball. So Shadow Ball and the Jolteon, not going to be enough damage. So right there, but at least that's a good thing. Like, if you burn a Mimikyu, your day is done. But if you are a special attacking Mimikyu, that burn doesn't matter anymore. So there's the Shadow Ball that we saw. Dazzling Gleam could be some big finishing damage right now. Charjabug might be able to stack. I don't know. Like, is that something that would happen? You know, we see Charjabug go for the Bug Bite onto Mismagius. I feel like the Spark would be a little better. Oh, a Culver Berry. So it just took the Dark type resistance right there. Okay then. Mimikyu gets hurt by the burn. We know that it does have the Life Orb. We know that it does do a lot of damage right now. So I'm wondering if the Dazzling Gleam stacking damage with like the Spark or something would be enough. But Mimikyu goes for the Protect. So going to try to avoid the damage coming its way. Mismagius with that Hex. Yeah, that's pretty serious right there. Jolteon with Discharge. Mismagius getting healed up. I mean, it's crazy how this is working the way that it's working for the opponent. But this might be a good sacrifice play, because Charjabug's going to go down. Mimikyu is going to be able to attack next turn, because it can't protect. Then we bring in our fresh Pokemon to outspeed the Mismagius, KO the Mismagius, finish off the Jolteon, and then things are going to happen, I guess. And then, oh yeah, that's right, it's our own Mismagius. Now this is gonna be like the Mismagius showdown shenanigans. So that's gonna be the Shadow Ball. Opponent cannot survive that. So finally, that Mismagius is a tank. Hard to, it's crazy to think about what just happened right there. Now Mimikyu gets Shadow Ball over the Jolteon. Critical hit. I'm still wondering how the Mismagius outsped. Did I miss something? I know the comments are going to tell me if I missed something. So I thought it was like they both got string shotted, so they should both have the cut stats. And then Jolteon's faster than the Mismagius. So now it's just Komo-o. And something else. Swampert. How is Mimikyu going to get out of this one? I guess it can just get that raw outspeed, but I thought it wasn't a speedy invested Mimikyu. So it will be the Mega Swampert. Alright, people having fun with the new Mega Swampert right now. Komo-o is just going to get wrecked by that Dazzling Gleam. And I guess we just get some damage down onto the Swampert. So this Mismagius is Shadow Ball. That's going to target Swampert. Try to get that damage adding up right there. Decent hit. But yeah, it looks like the Charjabug is needed. But Charjabug lasted forever. And Komo-o does get one shot. Swampert does take some damage. So then it's just like single target damage. Shadow Ball. Mismagius shenanigans. And then that's going to be it. So Swampert has that Scald. Scald will not be enough to take down the Mimikyu. Already burned on the Mimikyu, so that's not the worst thing that could happen. I mean, it can't be a hit point invested Mimikyu because those hit points are too low anyways. So I don't know, I feel like I missed some weirdness. I don't think any status happened on the Mimikyu. I was like, oh, is it paralyzed? No, it's burned. So I don't know, but yeah, either way, get enough damage stacking, and eventually Swampert survives, so it doesn't go down just yet. Swampert will finish off the Mimikyu with that. But, oh no, actually decides to change to the Mismagius. So Mimikyu goes down to burn, but Mimikyu has the outspeed, or Mismagius has the outspeed anyways, so we should be fine for securing this one. And there we go. Opponent forfeits. No, he knows that nothing that can be done, and that's kind of it. So let's do one more battle from this. That battle like kind of stalled out there with the Shuckle, but I mean it just shows like the durability of the Charjabug, and then when you can get everything on the field throwing down damage, it works out pretty well. There we go, back to the classic team that we already saw. We have the Ditto in there for, I wonder how the Ditto would work. It's like Volt Absorb Mismagius copied Ditto. Shenanigans will ensue right there, but since it probably is a Scarf Ditto or something like that, it wouldn't be as good to go for status because you need to just keep using the Hex. So that'd be an interesting thing that would happen, but now we have Mimikyu Mismagius. Shows to be a pretty solid combo against the Nidoqueen Decidueye. Well, that's super effective hit onto the Decidueye. A lot of super effective hit. So that's going to be pretty solid. Mimikyu will go for that Protect. Just going to absorb whatever shenanigans might find its way. And Mismagius has a Memento. Oh. Okay, then. That was just straight up like that. I mean, that's something else that could also be done. You go for that Memento. Mimikyu protects. And then now you still have your Disguise. The opponent's weakened. Spirit Shackle. All that stuff will be protected. They go into the Charjabug and try to do as much damage as possible. Just outspeed the Decidueye, go for that Shadow Ball, make it happen. So Nidoqueen will be withdrawn, and then going into the Frostlass. The opponent having a lot of Pokemon weak to the Mimikyu right now, so that's going to be the Shadow Ball onto Decidueye. And is it enough to one-shot? Yes, it is. So, oh, that's right, he did say it was Timid Mimikyu, so it wouldn't have investment. Man, it's just weird that Mismagius, I missed like the one little move. Did like String Shot miss? Can it miss? I don't know. It like threw me off for the rest of the commentary here. That's going to be just some wildness right now. So Mimikyu will go for that Protect. I mean, just the Protect next to the String Shot is so good because we see how tanky this Charjabug is, and you just body the opponent out so hard. Like, yeah, that would have been enough to break Disguise, maybe KO, because Nidoqueen does not mess around on damage. And then we have these speed drops right there. So maybe it did miss the speed drop on it, because it shows the animation for both, even if it misses, I guess. Mimikyu will hit that Shadow Ball targeting the Frostlass, and Frostlass will go down. So Charjabug, whatever it threw, also could have potentially broken a Focus Sash. That's just nice to have right there, and then Nidoqueen gets outsped, so that's going to be the Sludge Bomb onto Mimikyu, but that's only going to break the Disguise. Now, I don't think Mimikyu is going to be able to survive that Nidoqueen. That's going to be a lot of damage heading its way. The Bug Bite onto the Nidoqueen. Doesn't find a berry, I guess? Yeah. Most likely Life Orb with that Sheer Force. Going to be crazy damage right there. Now Samurott comes in. I mean, we got Thunder. Mimikyu outspeeds the Thunder or not. Okay. We got Protect on Mimikyu. Making sure everything's faster, I guess. So Samurott's Hydro Cannon. That'll be protected. Nidoqueen's Ice Beam, targeting the Charjabug, and then the opponent's gonna be sad at how little damage it does. Charjabug actually throwing down Spark. Wow, the damage. And then Mimikyu has Shadow Ball. Alright, so playing it safer, no Thunderbolt, but or no Thunder, but that's gonna be Spark Shadow Ball combo, taking down the Samurott, and Life Orb damage adds up. I don't see Mimikyu surviving the Nidoqueen. Actually, Sludge Bomb is gonna be neutral, but still crazy. And Z Nidoqueen. Alright. Full force. Acid Downpour on that Sludge Bomb from the Nidoqueen. So, not messing around and trying to get the Charjabug now. Okay, then. That's still not a lot of damage. Nah, that was the play. That was the chance to take out the Mimikyu. That's not happening. But yeah. Nidoqueen with that poison point. Charjabug gets poisoned from making contact, interestingly enough. That actually not sheer force. So that's just something that kind of happens. And then we see Mimikyu Shadow Ball. How much damage from the Mimikyu Shadow Ball onto the Nidoqueen? Not enough to KO, but we know that the follow-up damage is pretty real. It's just like, alright, just keep throwing it out. Nidoqueen has Earthquake now, so just throwing everything at the opponent to try to make it go down. Mimikyu survives, Charjabug survives, split damage, Charjabug's Bug Bite, and then we know that this one is over. Mimikyu gets that safe outspeed, throws down tons of damage, and then it's going to be good to go. So yeah, I love this strategy, guys. I was talking about that first battle, and then things got really messy in that second battle. I've been waiting for that Charjabug breakthrough. It's like Charjabug plus special attackers. Apparently the Special Mimikyu has good potential. It can be anything. Like the Disguise with the Protect into the String Shot is super powerful. So Pokemon that can play safe is really nice. I always look forward to seeing a Ditto. I guess since you have Charjabug, you don't even need Scarf Ditto. Ditto, it just copies their Pokemon, maybe also steals the Protect, or maybe those Pokemon are already slower. Because like if you know Mimikyu is going down that turn, just String Shot. And then have your Ditto come in, copy, and then automatically just start wrecking things that are slow. Well, actually, no, copy the -1. The mechanics of a Ditto are pretty crazy when we start adding all of that up. But yeah, I like the Ditto. Too bad we didn't get to see it. That just means the Mimikyu carried too hard. So guys, enjoyed these battles, and let's call it an end for Fan Fries right here. So if you guys enjoyed all of Fan Fries this week, hope you guys have a great week, have a great weekend, have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.